My name's Zewelanji Sinkala Mbao. I'm a dairy farmer. So what prompted me to start dairy was, it started just as love for milk and turned into a dairy farm business. So jokingly I said, why don't we keep a cow so that we milk our own cow and we can have milk the way we want. And from then, that's how the story of dairy started. For me as a dairy farmer, the way success looks is when I'm able to sell at least in a year a certain number of in-calf cows to people who are just starting farming. Then I'll know that yes, I've hit my success story. As long as I just have cows enough for myself and to milk for sale, I haven't yet started selling any in-calf cows, I will not consider any success, not until that happens. So as a dairy farmer, like any other businesses, right now, the biggest challenge that we are facing is a power deficit. As you all know, dairy is highly perishable, and we really depend on electricity for cooling our milk. So if we are having power deficit, it means that the cost of doing this business has become very expensive, because then we have to have alternative power gensets, which don't just come cheap, but also the running cost of a genset, buying fuel. So that has been a big challenge. Other than that, the cost of feeding cows has become very expensive. More so that there's not consistent supply of the additives that we use when we are making our feeds, but also if we decide to buy complete feeds, they come at a huge cost. So it's the running cost in terms of feeding the animals, the power, and also things that we use in the dairy, like other management, the chemicals that we use, they are not available, and if they're available, they're very expensive. I have a message for decision and policy makers, because I think for any business to be successful, then our policy makers have to get involved. I know in the recent past we've run to them and they've helped where they could, but I think more can be done, especially with we know a lot of people that are producing things like sunflower, cotton cake and soya are exporting, maybe because the market is good. So they export and they leave the locals with almost nothing. So if we could just have a deliberate policy that only when you satisfy the local market, then you can export excess, that will be very good for us farmers. I think every farmer will agree with me that is the biggest challenge that you have, giving away what you don't exactly have. And also I think our policymakers need to get interested and know exactly what it takes to produce a liter of milk. We should be on the same page, then it will be easy for them to pass certain policies, especially concerning levies and when it comes to paying taxes of certain sorts. I think when they understand, then they'll know where to place a farmer. Because right now I think there's a huge disparity between the people who make policies and the people that are producing milk, or a farmer.
By supporting dairy farming, we support the local communities. Let's build Zambia's future. Let's invest in dairy farming.